Hi, thanks for stopping by Grains in Small Places, and today I'm going to be showing you what I have in this big heavy box. So a few months back, I placed an order with Guardian Grains to try out some of their wheat varieties. And there was one particular one that our family really loved. It almost had like a cinnamon type reminiscent smell, I guess. But I was so pleased and so happy with the quality of their grains. I actually reached out to them and asked them if that was typical for that grain and asked them some other questions. And I thought the information was really great information to share with you guys. So when I told them I was going to go ahead and place an order for more of that grain, they ended up saying that they were going to send me some other grains to try out. So I was really excited about that, and I wanted to go ahead and open this box with you so that you can see what kind of grains that they have to offer. So Guardian Grains is a little bit different than a place like Azure Standard or one of the places where you can just get any kind of grain. This is actually a working farm where they grow their grain, so they are limited to what grains that they grow, and when they run out for the season, they run out for the season until they have new grains to offer. Another thing I think is pretty awesome about this farm in particular is that they are a regenerative farm, which means that they are trying to help improve the soil. So as you may know, some of our soil has been depleted and it's not as nutritious as it used to be. So their goal is to improve that soil at the same time with doing their farming. So I will go into that a little bit further in detail. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. So the Guardian Grains, this is just a little packing material, but you can see what that looks like. I think their logo is really cute. It's got the wheat and the heart with the roots in the soil, just kind of all putting it together. So that's wonderful. Okay, so let me first pull out what I ordered, which I went ahead, they do offer, I think their packaging is cute, but they do offer different sizes of grains, which I have a couple different sizes, but they also have larger bags of it. This is a 5-pound of their hard red spring wheat, which she did tell me they were running low on this. So I went ahead and grabbed, I think, 4 bags of this, which I could have got a larger bag, but I don't have another bucket right now and another space for another bucket right now. So I thought I'm just gonna go ahead and get 4 of these small bags. That way they're completely sealed and I can put those in my storage and just go through one small bag at a time. Generally, you'll see me pour my stuff into the big buckets, but I don't have a big bucket or space for another big bucket right at this point in time. So I got 4 5-pound bags. Like I said, they do have a 20-pound bag or a 25-pound bag. I'm not sure exactly. You'll have to check. I do also want to let you know that I will put a link in the description box below with a link to their website where you can find out all the things that they grow and sell and all about their practices. And I also have a discount code down there, so I will put that in the description box below as well. And there's their lovely family with a little thank you card, which I think is really nice and personal and sweet. And then they go over this card here, which talks about their regenerative practice. So it says, a system of farming principles and practices that increases biodiversity, enriches the soil, and improves watersheds and enhances our ecosystem, which I think is important. So they talk about not doing tillage because it can cause damage to the earthworms that are important for our soil. It can also break down the network of some of the important organisms in the soil. And then it says that they incorporate cover crops and interseed as companion planting. If you've done any companion planting with your garden, you can understand that when it's possible to keep the roots in the soil, and that helps build the soil's resilience. And then they also have a thing where they protect the pollinators, where they do not use any fertilizers, and they like diversity in the crops that they're using to do that. So they do have a lot of information on that card. They have a little business card in here that has their social media, their website, their phone number, and that they're located in central North Dakota, and they focus on soil conservation, which we were just talking about. So check them out if you haven't already. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I did order, let's see, one more. I can't remember what it was that I ordered. I think it was, okay, that's what it was. Okay, and I ordered a bag of their pasta. Now, normally I make my own pasta. I have a recipe for making your own pasta. You can make it with durum, you can make it with kamut, you can even make it with hard white, hard red, any of those things. But they also make pasta. I believe they have 3 shapes. This one is the, I think, fusilli. I might be saying that wrong. No, this says rotini. So this is kind of like large spirals. So I thought that might be nice for macaroni or something like that for a quick meal. I did reach out to them and ask them about their pasta to make sure that I wasn't just buying the same pasta that I would get at, you know, the grocery store aisle, that this is actually milled there and they dry it so that it retains all the nutrients. So I went ahead and ordered that. So the rest of this, they went ahead and sent me small bags so that I could show you some of the other varieties that they offer. So they do offer, let's see, they do have another shape of pasta. I don't even know how to say it. Radiator. Radiator, I'm not sure how to say it. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. I'm sure you'll let me know in the comments. But they went ahead and sent me 2 bags of that, in which it looks like I actually must have ordered 2 of rotini. So that's fine. I'm sure we'll eat it, and I'm sure it's delicious. But this one is made from their Rouge de Bordeaux variety of, it's like, that's like a hard red wheat, but I believe it's one of the heritage hard red wheats. So the first batch of grain that I ordered from them, all of the grains smelled amazing and they all were very clean. I did not have any issues with anything that I bought the first time. So, and I imagine it'll be the same way here. So then they also sell ancient naked barley. So they sent me a 2-pound bag of this to give a try. It says this is known as an Egyptian hulless barley. It's a unique and ancient grain. It adds a soft, nutty flavor and a hearty texture to various baked goods such as bread, muffin, and more. Milled from the oldest grain grown on their farm, this flour will elevate your baking to new heights of flavor and delight. So I kind of like that. So this is the naked barley. You can go ahead and just mill this. And then they also have a different variety. I'll set this back here. They also have a different variety of this one is a flaked naked barley. So it's this naked barley, but then it's been flaked, kind of like how they do rolled oats. So it says that you can use this wherever you would use rolled oats. So you can turn this into like your oatmeal, maybe even use it in granolas. I know that they have some recipes on their website of some favorite ways to use this. They said that this one they recommend doing like an overnight oats style, only it'd be overnight barley, so that it would rest in the fridge overnight and then you can make it like that. So that's on their website to how to make that. And I just realized that I didn't tell you anything about this one because I had already ordered it and tried it. So this one, oh, and by the way, also I fed my sourdough starter their grains and it really loved this particular one. But then like when the next day we went to smell it, the first time we fed it this, I was like, did you put cinnamon in this? I asked Matt to see and he's like, no. And then we smelled the grain and I was like, oh, that's very aromatic. It smells delicious. And it makes the best cinnamon rolls, cinnamon bread, muffins, any of the things that you would think of as like a sweet. Now, I wouldn't recommend it for necessarily pizza unless you're mixing it with hard white or something savory. So maybe mix it with hard white or something like that, but it's amazing in sweet breads. So this one is their hard red wheat, thrived on their farm for over a decade. This one is not a heritage variety like some of the other ones I'm going to show you, but it has the dependable flavor and consistency that their customers have come to rely on. Oh, and I did ask her about the smell, and she said that when they companion plant these, like I was mentioning earlier, that these ones this year were planted with like a red clover, I think she said it was. Pretty sure she said it was a clover. And that could be why it was so aromatic. But I just love that you can almost smell and taste the difference of the soil and the fact that it's actually like pulling the nutrients into the wheat berries more than maybe normal. Okay, and the next one we have is Heritage Rouge de Bordeaux, and this is the one that is their pasta. They make their pasta out of this one. And she did tell me that this is one of their most popular of the hard reds. It says that this is an 1800s variety, and it's named in France, but it's renowned in the Bordeaux region, and the origin of this can be traced back to the Roman era. They chose this one carefully for its exceptional flavor and rich heritage, and the wheat variety delights with subtle hints of cinnamon in every bite. So this one also then probably will have that delicious, amazing smell and flavor that does come through a little bit in your doughs. So the best cinnamon rolls, and I've made a lot, but the best cinnamon rolls that I have made have been with their hard red. Okay, and then we're gonna go over another variety of their red. So they have another red, which is called Turkey Red Winter Wheat. And this one says it holds a special place in agricultural history, particularly for us with Ukrainian heritage. So that's their family. Introduced in the United States in the 1800s by Mennonite immigrants from the Ukraine, this wheat variety became renowned for its hardiness and excellent baking qualities. Turkey Red Winter Wheat offers a soft, nutty flavor that can be milled at home for flour or used in a variety of culinary creations like soup, salads, and desserts. So I think that it's really cool that each one of these has a write-up about each particular grain. So there's that one. And I like they all have a little window here. I don't know if you can see because of the sun reflection, but that you can see the grains, and that all of them have looked very clean. I have not noticed any debris or anything like that. Okay, and then the last thing is their Heritage Spelt. So, as you know, I've had spelt many times. I've gotten it from many different places. I've not tried their spelt yet, but it says spelt is one of the 3 original wheats that stands out for its unique protein structure, potentially making it easier to digest than some other wheat varieties. This heritage grain boasts a nutty and slightly sweet flavor, bringing a delightful taste and nutritional benefits to your creations. And spelt is, like they talked about, one of the original wheats, meaning that this is one of the ancient grains. So if you've heard the term ancient grain, that really it's talking about those original wheats, which is generally spelt, einkorn, and khorasan, which sometimes is called kamut. But there are some other wheats that some people consider either ancient grain or closely related to ancient grains as well, or other varieties. So, but those ones are the 3 most common ones you normally hear about that I am aware of. So we got, I do know that on their website they also sell whole mustard seeds, so if you're interested in that. And then the pasta, of course, they have a 3rd shape. We were super impressed with the pasta that we got from here. It was absolutely delicious, and I think we're gonna keep this on hand so that I can have it for a quick bite. Yes, I'll still make my own pasta, but this will be super handy to have if we're just looking for something really quick to eat. Okay, and so the message where I asked her about the pasta, she said, yes, it is truly wholesome that they mill their Rouge de Bordeaux grain, and they use the full nutrition, non-sifted flour and water to produce their pasta. In the back of their pasta, this is the shape you can see here. Through the bag is the one, and then this is the shape of the rotini. But it does say that it is just short, the ingredient list, it says short and sweet, it's wheat and water. So also if you have egg allergies and you need a pasta that's just wheat and flour, or if your family members do, that is great to know that this should be able to be enjoyed even with an egg allergy. So I wanted to show you again what we got from Guardian Grains, and I'm very thankful for sending us some grains so that we could try them out. I will probably be using some of these in future videos. I will be, of course, using them in my recipes, even the ones that I've already got written. And I wanted to let you know that the bags that these are coming in, at least both of these sizes, are like a very thick bag, so it's not something that's just gonna rip open really easy. So I like that. It was packaged well. I didn't have any spillage, nothing was broken or anything like that. So if you're interested in any of these varieties, go give them a try, or at least check out their website and see what they're all about. I will make sure to put that link down in the description box below, along with that coupon code. Also, check out my website at grainsandsmallplaces.net, where you can find a whole bunch of recipes all dedicated to fresh milled flour. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. And thanks for stopping by Grains and Small Places. Goodbye.